Because I have pictures of you. Whoa, Robin, you're how tall?
6 foot.
6 foot. And that tree is getting up there.
And here's the other two.
Our apple trees have flowers and they look beautiful and they're getting tall. Look at that. See, they're taller than me. I'm 5'8½". So, yeah. Look at that. Beautiful apple trees. I would like to show you our almond trees that the cows ate. And, well, they ate it way down. And over a year later, they've recovered and they're growing beautifully. And look at what we got. There it is. See? We have almonds growing. Almonds growing on the tree. See? Isn't that awesome, guys? I just had to show you. I'm so excited.
This is our Pakistani mulberry. And when I'm standing next to it, I just come up to the bottom where the leaves start nowadays. But see all the juicy little mulberries in there all over the place. All over, and they're getting big. All over the place. Just everywhere, mulberries. And they get big and nice. And over here we got our littler, different kind of mulberries, and they grow different. They're coming up. Our trees are coming up. Even the two last ones to put anything on it was this one with a pecan. And over there, the big one, that's the fastest growing tree we got. That's a Navajo willow, the Pakistani mulberry, ladyfinger apple, and Granny Smith, pomegranates. That's a peach tree and lots of peaches. See them all? Dozens and dozens and dozens of peaches all over it. And we got more pomegranates. This is 2 different almonds, and all in one almond, something like that. I forget the name of that one and that one. When the cows came, they ate it. The banana trees are starting to grow again. That's African sumac. That's a Japanese pear. Flowers, it came out with some flowers, but there's one disappeared, and I think we got more flowers going to appear there once that gets out a little bit. But I don't see that it got any fruit this year. There are some of the flowers that were out, but I don't... Maybe one right there looks like it's coming. And this one, I can't remember what it was, but when the cows came and ate, they took all the labels off of most everything. This is our nectarine, nectar pear. That's another kind of nectarine. And one of our other latecomers to getting anything out of it is this one, which is all-in-one cherry, which is, a stellar cherry, which is kind of like a Bing cherry. And that's kind of it for what's really growing on.
Oh my goodness, we got apples. Lots of baby apples. Look at That is so cool. We've never gotten apples before.
Down in there.
Yeah.
There.
Wow, baby
That's
apples.
on the pink lady.
The pink lady.
Wait,
And
I
what's
just
this
watered
one?
this too.
The wind. We got to get more water in it. What kind is that one?
That's the Granny Smith.
The Granny Smith apple doesn't have any apples yet. But the pink lady.
There's some flowers, but
yeah, look at it's blooming though.
it had other flowers.
Oh, we've had such bad winds. And they say the best thing you can do is to water. Wow, look at that. This is our very first time our plant has had, our tree has had an apple. This is so cool. We've had lots of mulberries growing. They're still really green. But look at this tree. It's tall. It's getting really tall. This is our Pakistan mulberry. And as you can see here, we have some of the mulberries, which can be pretty long, anywhere, 2 to 3 inches long. At least that's what we've noticed. And this year we have more mulberries than we've ever had. So the tree is doing well. And we might get some fruit. Woohoo! That would be exciting. I love mulberries. Our rosemary plant here. And my son had given this plant to us. And we didn't even think this rosemary plant would survive because the roots got ripped up pretty bad. But it loves being in this spot. And it's one of the few plants the critters leave alone. I am going to get a bunch of clippings and air layer or whatever you do, but I want a bunch of rosemary plants around the perimeter of our garden, of our fruit forest. This is really a great plant. Loves it right here. And this is our date palm tree, and I love it. The critters love it. The cows loved it. I don't know how many times this poor plant has been literally eaten down to the soil, but it keeps growing right back. I'm amazed. My lavender is growing, and it looks like it's starting to bud and flower. And eventually I want to have a lot of lavender growing. But so far, we just got this one. I need to get it in a bigger pot, or maybe in a tire or something, so it can have more room to spread out. And this plant is a desert bird of paradise. And it's a beautiful when the flowers come out. But we got to stake it up. The wind blew it all over the place here, and it needs more dirt. But it's beautiful, isn't it? The fig trees aren't doing a whole lot this year. And we've only ever gotten really a handful of small figs, but they're surviving. So we'll keep giving them love, and one of these days, they just might produce figs for us. So we shall see. Look what we have. This beautiful plant needs some more water, but it's a palm tree. It'll grow into a great big huge palm tree. It's a baby right now, but my pride and joy at the moment is this little blood red orange tree. And so I'm super excited about both these beautiful new plants that we have on the homestead. And this is the smallest almond tree, and we actually do have a couple of almonds on here. So I don't know if you can see them, and it's so darn windy. I hope you can hear. But yes, finally, this one is also producing. I think we've got 2 almonds. Anyway, people, all my great friends, please like, subscribe, and share. And thank you so much for checking out our food forest.